Hey, awesome ones. So this is part 2 of London, and I'm actually starting to get a little bit of a London accent. Well, anyway, did you guys see part 1? If you haven't seen part 1, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put a link up there for you because, we just did so many sightseeings and we introduced you to some of the food, etc., etc. But this is part 2, and this is even funner, if funner's a word, than part 1. We're going on the big bus, and why the umbrella? Well, because it rained a lot. Oh, but it never dampened our spirits. We went to Harrods, we went to Buckingham Palace, so hey, let's get going on this. It all starts in just a few seconds.
Heaven. I love it. This is what you've got to do. If you come to London, you've got to get on one of these big bus, I think they're called, Heather?
It's a hop-on, hop-off, yeah. But we decided not to hop off because, I mean, it's just wonderful listening to the commentary and everything. I just love it.
There's 3 or 4 different bus lines, so you get to see everything. So maybe take a couple days and plan it out, but look at this. Awesome.
But you stay there, Bill, and I'll stay underneath the covered part where my makeup won't run.
I'm going to go sit at the end and get another view of the sights.
All
See you later.
A lovely pub here to stop at. It's we just hopped off of the bus, and here we are. There's the Tower Bridge, not to be confused with London Bridge, and I don't know if you can see the castle there, but that's William the Conqueror's castle. Oh my gosh, it's pouring rain outside, but we got on this double-decker bus, and it's called the Big Bus Tour.
Yeah, not to be confused with the regular double-decker buses, the regular city buses. This was your tourist bus, the Big Blue,
the Big Bus.
Big Bus,
yes. It's kind of a yellowy color. But guys, you have to take this. This is incredible. It's a hop off, hop on. We were hungry, so we hopped off. But we can go to Buckingham Palace. Everything. The Tower Bridge, the London Bridge, Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square, the Eye.
I think we're going to make Heather the tour guide now.
And what I love about it is the commentary. There's a gentleman that sits up there, up on the top of the bus where we were, and sometimes getting soaking wet. But anyway, and the history, the Great Fire in 1666, and he shows you all the streets and the narrow streets and Fleet Street and where the Prime Minister is residing on, what is that, number 9 Downing Street.
10.
Number 2, okay, she moved. Anyway. And
she.
No, it is a she.
Yeah, you're right,
anyway. And just go on it for the history. We were going to get on and get off at Buckingham Palace. No, we stayed on for over 2 hours just to get the history. So you're going to love it.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to go to London, it's just something you've got to do. We're going to take more pictures. We're going to get back on the bus and take some more shots. But right now, We're having our lunch, and you got to do this one. It's great.
Awesome.
So I got my fish and chips. Look at the size of that fish. Oh my gosh. And Bill got, it's a beef pie with gravy. I think I'm going to get what Bill got next time. And cheers, everyone. Welcome, I'm going to go all tour guide on you guys. Welcome to the Tower of London. Now, you might be wondering what this is, and it's actually the castle for William the Conqueror, and it was built, get ready for this, 1066 approximately. Take a look. And it was also, you can tell by the little windows, it was used as a jail up until 1952. And there is a moat that was put in around the castle, and that was put in by Richard the Lionheart. So, so interesting. I'm just going to get the rest of this castle, and you can see how large it is behind me here. I guess these guys are kind of guarding it as well. But William the Conqueror built it on the River Thames so that he could control anything coming into London. So there's also kind of a quaint little entranceway, and almost, I don't know if you can see it here, like a little village down there as well. So 1066, folks. If you have something that you think is old in your city, I don't know, I think this has probably got it beat. So we braved the rain for you, and take a look at what we found. It's Buckingham Palace. We're so excited to show this to you. Buckingham Palace, I can't even get it all into the frame here. Buckingham Palace has over 750 rooms and 78 toilets or washrooms in it as well. And Queen Elizabeth right now is the longest reigning monarch. So you can see the guards there. Sorry I can't get it all in for you, but you get an idea. I'm kind of looking through some gates here, and let me just back up, and you can see the royal emblems on the outside. And this is a beautiful monument to Queen Victoria. There she is. Oh, the monuments here, incredible, incredible. More incredible monuments. Not to be outdone with the feminine version, here's the masculine version, both with little lions. Okay, so this is typical Bill and Heather.
Hey, wait a minute.
drama, because we waited for a bus, and the sightseeing bus, he said, oh no, this is the last bus. We're like pretty well stopped. So we said, how do we get home? Of course we could take a cab, but he goes, oh, just walk through the park over there past Buckingham Palace. Oh wow. I have seen this walkway in movies for sure. This is beautiful. Look at these trees. Haven't you seen this in movies before, Bill?
It looks familiar.
But we look like we're on the path to nowhere. Well, you know what? Sometimes you have to take the road less traveled, right, Bill?
Absolutely.
So it is a beautiful, beautiful park. And, well, 12 minutes to Trafalgar Square. We've been there before, so let's go on the yellow brick road. Well, not really a yellow brick road, but let's go, Bill. Okay, civilization is ahead. Awesome ones, I think we're gonna be okay. Now, if I could suggest, I would really suggest that you do a walking tour. I just passed the 10,000 steps, and I'm seeing so many things. I'll just show you around here. So many little stores and hotels and just amazing things that well, you just don't get to see if you just take a cab and say, hey, you know what, drive me back to my hotel. These walking tours, we're going through Piccadilly Circus right now. I just want to stop into every little store. But remember, some of them close at 6, others at 7 p.m. Just the odd one is open late. So our little walking tour has brought us here to Piccadilly Circus, and we might not have been here without doing our little jaunt. This statue, you can see it's Cupid, and the story is if you kiss under Cupid at midnight, your love will last forever. And the fellow on the sightseeing bus says, hey, he's done it 4 times. Oh, let that sink in. So here we are in Knightsbridge in London. You're not seeing a lot of great fashion on people right now because, well, it's been raining and cold, and however, we are really in a fashion kind of district. There's Rolex, Hugo Boss, Lacoste is across the street, a nice fellow playing the accordion. But right across this way, we're on our way to Harrods, the famous, I guess you can call it a department store. So we're in London, I'm in front of Harrods. A little noisy here, but around us we also have Topshop, we have Guess, we have Zara. So we have all the moderately priced ones as well for fashion. Here in London, Bill and I are in the I think it's the National Art Gallery. And again, I know we're talking about architecture, but if you're like Bill and I, you really appreciate this type of workmanship that must have taken decades to do. And just down that hallway, Bill loves Van Gogh, I do too. I also love Monet, so we're going to take a look at a few Monets and Van Goghs. It's wonderful that they allow you to take videos in here. This is a Monet. I mentioned that it's one of my favorites. And there's another Monet over there. I'm just going to skip over here. And you might see why I find them so appealing. I just find his work so tranquil. This is called Water Lilies, Setting Sun. It was done about 1907. It's only just a few years before his death. These two lovebirds.
Hardly all right.
It's my new Insta friend, button style, and John as well. So we've met them in London, and you know the world is a very small place right now, and you have friends everywhere. These are my newfound friends. Cheers! Cheers. So guess what Bill found here?
This is Little Fiddle.
Oh.
And yeah, we just saw, Fiddle is a boy or a girl? We found Little Fiddle's here. And I just wanted to say to you, before we leave, we're in the train station to go to France. I just wanted to say the 5 things I loved about Paris, or about London.
You better give this lady her dog back first, though.
All right, let's get Little Fiddle back and we'll do the rest here.
Thank
so
you.
much. Can you tell I'm missing Little Hurricane and Heather's missing Little Hurricane? We're in this huge train station and we see somebody with a Yorkie. But anyways, you know what? I just wanted to say to you the 5 things I loved about London was 1, the architecture / history. The monuments, number 2, and of course the history that goes with the monuments. 3, I just love looking at the taxis and the double-decker buses. It's just amazing. For $4, I just love the prices in the pubs. It was really, really reasonable for a pint and for some bangers and mash. It was really good. And the last thing I loved about London, everybody was so nice. Just loved it. So there you go.
So hey, awesome ones, thanks so much for tagging along with us to London town. And it's not finished yet. We're on our way to Paris, and we're at the St. Pancras, I think that's how it's pronounced, station, the train station. We're about to get on the Eurostar, which I think, Bill, it goes under a channel, right? To Paris. It's about a 2-hour train trip, so make sure that you stay tuned for that on this channel. And don't forget that I have done a fashion, kind of beauty, shopping video for London and Paris. I'm going to put the link up there for you. And that's on our other channel, which is youtube.com/awesomeover50. And of course, this is our new station, our new channel. We're so excited about it. This is where we have travel and lifestyle and fun and food, all that kind of thing. And if you haven't subscribed, there's a button down there. Please subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the bell, and then you're notified when we have videos out. They're usually every Tuesday, so stay tuned. We're on our way to Paris.